Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion, place the Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH Plus. We may forget the fact that we had a loss or two thrown in here. It's been pretty easy runs. Ugh, what's the choice is out of control. What would you choose? You know, it's like Rush said, even if you choose not to decide, you still have made a choice. How does that sit with you? Put that in your craw and smoke it. Put that in your Tom Sawyer, see how you feel about it. I'm gonna go a little bit nuts here. I'm willing to do it. That scares me, because, like, could I accidentally be put into the curse room as a result of this? Possibly, but hopefully not. So yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have done that. Obviously, Mom. I know that. I made a mistake. Getting a little bit too ornery. But we'll be fine, I think. As long as we make it... This is likely and liable to be the most difficult room on this floor. We get through this, the world's our oyster. You see, that was a pretty smart play, wouldn't you say? Saw that guy was likely to die, and we got the heck out of town. I thought these would be books. It's actually just a very, very small floor altogether. Straight up, I think Monstro's tooth is probably better than Mom's bottle of pills. We gulped the trinket, which was the bouncy ball. We're gonna be in like some Isaac commentary mode for a bit here, because this runs slightly delicate. You know what I like about our starting stats? Well, first I'll tell you what I don't like. That's having 19 rate of fire with only 3.09 damage. Obviously that's horrible and like actually demonstrably horrendous. However, I like that we have positive luck and tough love. If we find a way to get luck upgrades, we can start shooting exclusively teeth. If we start shooting exclusively teeth, I don't know, each tooth is worth like double damage. It's pretty good. I don't know how much a tooth shot is worth, to be honest. I don't work in that industry. I'm not a dentist. I think I would be an okay dentist. But I think that's also very easy to say. I almost got hit there. Without having gone through the schooling. Why do I think I'd be a good dentist? I have a good bedside demeanor. Chairside, whatever. Beyond that, I've been a patient for many years, and as a result, I understand what it takes, you know, to be a well-liked dentist. What do I want out of a dentist? I want a dentist who keeps up a running monologue, but very, very rarely asks for any feedback in return, because it creates that awkward situation where you have to be like, does he want me to answer the question, or does he want me to just respond in the affirmative or the negative, even if I think that I have a more nuanced opinion than that? You know, it's my biggest pet peeve when I go to the dentist is he'll talk to me, or the dental hygienist will talk to me, and then ask me a question that warrants a more proverbiated, I don't know if that's a real word, let's just say a longer response than I'm able to give with, you know, a drill and a brush and the scraper and the weird toothbrush that they have to suck all the spit out of your mouth with later. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm taking damage. I'll be the first to tell you. Not happy to be taking damage. I'm dying inside here because I want to use these bombs, and by these bombs I mean this one bomb, to get through combat a little bit faster, but it's a bad idea. The bombs are so precious. The bomb is so precious. What do you got for me? Let's go! It's exactly what I'm looking for. You're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down. I'm going back into the curse room because I am a fool and an idiot, and I want an item from there. Maybe leave me with one red heart this time, though. I'm mad. At the same time, what do you expect? Lobster? You gotta go for it in that situation. I think you gotta go for it at least. What do you got for me in here? I'm gonna blow this up. I think we got a chance. We got another bomb and a penny. What do we do with our other bomb? I don't know, okay? I haven't really thought that far ahead. You stay back. Away, away, as they say in Bloodborne. It's 5 minutes on the first floor. So in case you're wondering about this run, a lot of that time is because we were playing with fire, but some of that time is because this run sort of stinks. And that's why, that's the genesis and the Super Nintendo of why I'm trying to shoot for the moon here on the first floor. It's not just Zane potential. Had to be done, as far as I'm concerned at least. Had to be done. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, it is what it is. It's not just Zane potential, it's because we have 19 rate of fire and 3.09 damage. Not exactly a strong situation. We got another bomb. Oh my god, thank you so much. You will never see me be more in touch with the due diligence that's required than what I'm going to do right now. Because we're going back. And this dude, I don't even care what you give me. Give me whatever. Just give me something. Just don't call me late for dinner. Speaking of which. Getting to be that time. Okay. Oh, that's extremely great. Thank you so much. You will not best me in this situation. We shouldn't have done that yet. You will not best me in this situation. There are so many red hearts. That's an all stats up. That's the good stuff, baby. I really wanted that to be, feels like I'm walking on sunshine. Cracked Crown is only... Does it change your stats based on the floor? Or I thought it was just an all stats up, but the only stat we got up was rate of fire. Which, by the way, is the only one I need, but still, it's the one I need the most, would be a more accurate way to put it. So I'm not going to complain too hard, but we are 7 minutes into the run, and we're on our very first friggin' floor. We have 15 rate of fire. Taken in a vacuum, that's a pretty terrible investment, you know? Not investment, it's a pretty terrible state to be in. I've also lost about 7 HP just entering and exiting this room over and over. Black Rune is super useful. Please. My friend. I beg of you. We had to do it this way, I think. Okay, we got another rate of fire and luck increase. The things I'm gonna do for my country. I always thought that was weird. In the Vin Diesel movie Triple X, he has intercourse with a lady who is a spy sent by the enemy to spy on Vincent Diesel. And as he's getting ready to copulate, he says, "The things I'm gonna do for my country." And I said, well, I mean, as an 8th grader, I was like, I'm gonna use that line one day. I wouldn't recommend it. I smartened up. By the time I had the opportunity to use it, I was too smart to use it, which I think is sad, but also for the best. Oh my god. Damage. We're free. Let me go. Ferris! Give me back my legions! I always thought, like, if I was that lady and I heard my partner say the things I'm gonna do for my country, I'd be like, oh yeah, no offense, okay, well, I'm just gonna go then. I thought maybe you'd be interested, but I see it's all just like the espionage thing with you, so... yeah, I'm out of here. The things you're gonna do for your country. Well, don't let me get in your way, Mr. Super Spy. Stop thinking Prague Police, start thinking PlayStation. Oh, that could have ruined our deal with the Devil Chance. So the interesting thing about this run is that it is now good. Wow, that was close. Our damage is great. Our rate of fire is twice as good as it was on the last floor. Oh, I was told there would be no math. No, it's twice as good as it was on the last floor. Twice as well. Sorry, my English isn't so great sometimes. My English is, how do you say, inelegant. But still not amazing. Like, it's just about average. So I am very much looking forward for a chance. Sure, a little Fast Bombs, why not? Fast Bombs, one of my favorite adult contemporary bands. Was out of my head, was out of my mind. How can I have ever been so blind? I was looking for an invitation. It was hard to find. Now, this is a great room for Monstrous Tooth. Man, I wish that the bouncy ball, which, by the way, has been good. I just wish it was rubber cement, which is unrealistic, but... Is fast bombs the most needless item in the game? What do I mean by that? What I mean is, has there ever been a run that you've been on an Isaac prior to the release of whichever expansion included fast bombs? I think it was Afterbirth. I think it was Afterbirth Plus is what I mean. Where you said, well, this run's pretty good, but you know what would take it over the top? Being able to put bombs down faster. I might be in the wrong. I'm just saying I don't think that moment ever occurred to me specifically. So maybe there's a contingent of people out there that are like, we needed faster bombs. Oh, he moves to the center before he spins now. I've been told on Twitter. You know, it's funny, the fact that he telegraphs his abilities more now actually makes him a more difficult fight just because of the muscle memory involved with the way we've fought him every other time we've ever fought him in the past. But still, that's why we were taking such dumb damage. So, boss rush, 0 chance. There's no chance. It will not happen. But I'm just happy, like, in general, to be alive on this run. Didn't always look like that was going to be a guarantee. I will be going to the Cursed Room, hoping to pick up a Guppy's Head, which we've gotten on just about every run for the past 73 years. And instead we get 2 pills. One of them is a health upgrade. Beautiful. The other one is full health. Also great. Why on earth would you choose to lose half of a red heart just to hold on to a relax pill? That's a great question. I don't have an answer for you. And this makes the situation quite uncomfortable. Please give me some money. Technically, you fulfilled your end of the bargain. I was kind of hoping you'd consider giving me a little bit more than a single penny, but... Give me some money. We're only a full floor behind schedule, 2 floors into the game, so I don't see, like, really what we're complaining about. Actually, there's very little to complain about now, but recently there was stuff to complain about without a doubt. Single book library is bad value, but I think Bookworm is like one of the more appropriately powerful transformations. It's modestly powerful, and you don't have to spend that much to get it. It's not that rare, and it's not that good. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. So a key for a 1/3 chance to occasionally get double shots actually strikes me as okay. Ah, I knew it. I was like, sometimes my brain asks itself, you know, it's like, why are you being so quiet right now? And I think that question occurred to me, and then I thought, because I'm hunting wabbits, and I was going to do a whole bit on, you know, Looney Tunes, and isn't it weird that there's like, in every, like, the same with Marvel and DC, you know, there's like Daffy Duck and Donald Duck, and we've already done this. I remember. I talked about DuckTales. And then I got a hit, and that saved us from doing that recycled bit. Even better. Speaking of recycled bits, I've been playing Dark Souls Remastered. Man, that game is amazing. That remaster is hilarious, because it runs at 60 FPS, but still has, like, all the same unique things that 7 years ago when it came out, people were like, well, it's just because it's on dated hardware, I should say. You know, there's merchants whose legs don't touch the ground, you know, they look like they're hovering, and you're like, well, surely in the remaster they're gonna fix that dude in Sen's Fortress whose feet just hover off the ground. Nah. New textures runs at 60 FPS, otherwise, you know, better left unchanged, I guess. It is an all-stats upgrade. What's wrong with me? Also, pick up the key first, you fool. Oh, but we can gulp it even better. Now we got Vibrant Bulb. It might be worth holding Vibrant Bulb, or it might be worth holding our Krampus's head charge just to get the maximum value out of Vibrant Bulb, because we have 2 all-stats up trinkets. That doesn't happen all that often. That seems pretty solid. Like, if I picked that up from a room, I'd be like, that's really good. For now, we got item room and potentially the shop still available. You know what's... There's like the blood-brain barrier or the corpus callosum, one of the two in my brain, is too strong. Please stop praying for it. Because as I was talking about how, well, I shouldn't use Krampus's head because, you know, we're getting the all-stats upgrade, which is way more valuable. I walked in that room and my brain was like, you know, it's like that part of it, it operates at a lower, like, lizard level. It's like, press the spacebar to kill all the enemies. You gotta charge. What are you waiting for? Slowly roll, lizard brain. Relax a little bit. We had a good reason. We were literally talking about it. Next time, please transmit the information that you're talking, or speaking, I should say, through to the, like, processing portion of the brain to be aware of that, so that you don't do that ever again. Okay, so we got a weird... I really feel like, and I don't know if we've ever tested this, but when you get bombs, it really feels like bomb synergies show up all the time after that. That's only our second bomb synergy, so we're still very much in, like, coincidence territory, I think, but... Especially when you do rerolls. Like, if you do a full run reroll, I feel like you're 10 times more likely. I had a good feeling about this one. You know. Possibly the worst conceivable outcome. Good feeling. I feel like after a D4 or a D100 or a D6, or a 6 room, I should say, you're, like, so much more likely to get bomb synergies after that than you otherwise would be. Either way, though, we've really done a great job of pulling ourselves out of the doldrums here with a small loan of 2 all-stats upgrades. All we need... I don't know why when I said all stats upgrades, my brain was like, Alsace Lorraine? Maybe it's time to stop falling asleep listening to hardcore history, and then also, maybe no more Isaac episodes today is an okay rule of thumb for now. Let's take the money. Okay, well, that's what I get for being greedy. I'd spent it before I even saw if we were going to earn it. Battery charges are nice, because they actually give us an ability to use our spacebar. I mean, it's a great spacebar item. It would be amazing. Like, I know we've had it. I'm stunned that's not the secret room. I know we've had it 1,000 times recently. Guppy's head, though, is so good. Anything that charges in one room or even less is going to be awesome with Vibrant Bulb. Just something we can actually use and then still get a charge for it at the end of the room. That's on me for sure here. But first, let's see. I thought you were dead. Honestly, we got Deal with the Devil and Angel Chance. Angel Deal. Mom's Heals. Well, what do you think? I would really, really rather not lose our all-stats upgrade. Just to probably take off like 40% of your HP. But as time goes on... does get more and more tempting. By the way, I'm a genius for the way that both of those blue fires blew up and did damage to her. Him? I don't know. It's an angel. Closer than my peeps you are. Oh, this is terrible. To me, baby. So Spear of Destiny, sometimes I take a little... Oh, that's Tarot Cloth makes up for it completely. Sometimes I take a little bit of flack for saying that Spear of Destiny is bad. To which I say, don't shoot the messenger. And to which you say, isn't the messenger the person who delivers facts? And you're just talking about your opinion? This is not an opinion, it's a fact. The reason Spear of Destiny sucks is because the spear is like, you know, X pixels long, and the hitbox is like 30% as long. So it looks like you should be hitting things, but instead, they hit you because you're right next to them. If you could kill them in time, it wouldn't matter. But you can't because you're not doing that. Do you get the point yet? Presumably, yes. Ankh, sadly, I have to be happy with the Ankh, because it might actually be important. I think we should explore every nook and cranny right here. Definitely should not have popped that. We can't afford the left hand, and that's what we're going to be stuck with here. Unless we get an ability to gulp or to hold more trinkets. We'd like the left hand. It's just unlikely to pop anytime soon, you know? If we get a lot of cash, it could change. What is this? Not gulp. Addicted. Still addicted to you. Simple Plan. The number one the wrong generation band that makes me angry. When people... They're my go-to example. Oh, let's go. Whenever people are on the YouTube video for I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. Man, they don't make music like this anymore. Wish we could go back in time before the Arcade Fire existed. I don't even respect the song, I'm Just a Kid and Life is a Nightmare by Simple Plan. So I want to be clear. Some kids have hard lives, you know? Bad domestic lives, bullying. There's unique pressures to being a child, okay? Take it from me. I'm a YouTuber. I deal with children all day. You might think that's a knock on my fan base. It's actually a knock on Mathis. But really, like, I'm only half joking, by the way. Not on about the Mathis thing. That's for real. But, what is this? I'm only half joking. You know, when people are like, you know what I hated about high school? People are just being mean to you. Like, middle school, people just go up to you and be like, you're fat. That's what life is like. On YouTube as well. Hello.
Hi.
Just eating a cookie there? I don't know why you got a wily look in your eye, like you're up to something mischievous.
No. What do you think I am?
I don't know. She just opened the door and then she was like just eating this cookie, looking at me.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't looking at you. I was looking at the screen.
She's still there.
I'm eating cookies.
Kate, do you ever think it's weird that so many, because she's eating a Japanese cookie right now. Do you ever think it's weird that so many Japanese food products come individually wrapped, whereas in North America they would come in a bag of things that are not individually wrapped?
What was the question? Do I find it weird?
Yes.
No.
You know, like the box of cookies that you got, they were chocolate chip cookies, but every single cookie was individually wrapped.
Yeah, because they want to keep it moist. Because it's a soft cookie.
Mmm.
If they don't individually wrap it, then it will be dry, like a shitty American cookie.
Wow. See, the secret is you just eat the whole box within 24 hours of opening it. And then you don't have to worry about it being fresh for any length of time.
That's American thing.
So you can just say Canadian, because like when I throw shade at our neighbors to the south, I try to do it like in a verifiable fashion. But that's something I've done.
Can I tell you the dream that I had?
Oh yeah, okay. So if you're following the Slay the Spire episodes, you know that there was a cliffhanger. I have no idea. Somewhere between -4 and 6 days ago, about Kate's nightmare. All right, you may proceed.
No, I didn't say nightmare. It's a dream.
Oh, it was a dream. Even better. Okay.
So I had a dream.
You can come in here and get closer to the microphone, just so. Here, I'll even pass it up a little.
No. Okay, I had a dream, and then in a room it was you and Austin and Rob, and you guys had to poop really bad. You all three were like, oh my god, I need to poop real bad. And then I was like, well, go to the bathroom. And then we were in like this new area that we don't know. So we found this bathroom. It had 3 showers, but no toilets. But then you're like, ah, do I do it? Do I shit in the shower? What do I
Don't
do?
say that swear word in my YouTube videos.
Okay, do I poop in the shower? And then you were like, you're thinking about it, and then Rob was like, there's no way I can poop in the shower. I'm not gonna do it. And then Austin's like, guys, I found a bucket. Let's poop in the bucket. And then you're like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't feel okay. And then it was Austin who gave the first shot and then pooped bucket full of poop in that bucket. And I was like, Austin, that's disgusting. And then he showed like how much he pooped. And I was like, that's disgusting. And then he's like, oh, I feel so good. I'm free. And then you then followed. Then Rob pooped in the bucket. And I was like, you guys are disgusting. That was
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
But do you think I got the order right?
No. I think Rob would probably be first. That's my guess.
You think so?
Here's the thing. I don't understand if you're gonna poop in the bucket. Why not just poop on the floor?
Well, you're like, I'm too ashamed to poop in this public shower.
Yeah, well, I think even the people who would have to clean it up if you didn't clean it up yourself would rather you pooped on the floor than in the shower. That just seems like more work.
I think the shower is less work.
How so? You're gonna run the water and then...
No, when you're cleaning it up, right? You pick up the poop, and then when you clean it up, you gotta water it down, right?
Yeah.
And then the shower head is right there, so it's better than, and it's like waterproof in a way. So. But like, you think it would be Rob, Austin, then you?
Yeah, why not?
Or do you think it's Rob, you, Austin?
I mean, here's the thing. I don't find myself in too many emergency poop situations. And I don't want to act like it's because I'm superior to anybody else. But when I have to go, I go. I never hold it. I think holding it is when you find yourself getting in trouble. So like sometimes even when I don't have to go, if we're going on like a long car trip, I'm like, I'm just gonna go just to make sure. And as a result, I never have a bathroom emergency.
Yeah, but you know, it was just like we all went out for food. And it was like food was bad or something, and
Yeah.
you guys all have to poop.
Well, there's your problem.
You think it would be Rob, you, Austin?
I don't know. The thing is, I don't think I would poop in the bucket. I think I would... Was it the same bucket?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
You have to share the bucket.
No.
And would you be the first one to go?
I wouldn't go in the bucket. I would just go outside.
What?
It's not any grosser.
That's illegal.
It's probably illegal to do it in somebody else's bucket, too.
Well, if it was like unused bucket.
Pretty sure it would be, at the very least, frowned upon, would be my guess.
Well, let's say it's just like poop okay bucket.
This bucket says poop here.
No, it says poop is okay.
So it's like, don't poop here unless you have to.
Exactly. Emergency poop bucket.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who would go first. I would imagine it would be whoever had to go the baddest.
The world.
That's my explanation. I wouldn't wait for a cue from somebody else. I would rather be the first person to do it, so I'm not pooping on top of anybody else's poop.
That was the dream.
That was the dream. All right.
I don't know why I had that dream.
Yeah.
I was thinking about did I get the order right all day? Like who would poop first in that situation? You know? Out of 3.
Yeah.
Write your answer in the comment section below and let me know.
Yeah, you could do that.
It was Rob, aka Alpaca Patrol, Austin, aka...
They know who these people
Maybe
are.
they don't. Austin is the last gray wolf and Ryan is the northern lion. So give me your answer, please.
Daisy, feces, feces. Give me your answer, please. What's the order of poopers in fantasy? Do you think it starts with Robert? Nothing rhymes with Robert. Or would it be Austin or Northernlion in a bucket that's made for poo? She liked that one. Dude, this run started popping mid-anecdote, so like we got some okay stuff going on here. It's all the poop talk, exactly. What it actually is static tears being one of the better items in the game. HP has kind of come up a little bit. Good deal with the devil chance, good deal with the angel chance. I'm willing to take a... Oh, never mind. Guess I'll just go screw myself. and head down to the womb one. Still, is a good fight. We've really recovered quite strongly here. I thought that was a tinted rock. I'm a big fan of the bathroom, like avoiding a bathroom emergency. I do have a plan. If I ever have to go to the bathroom, oh no. You know, I guess let me start by, I'll frame the negative of it. Whenever people are like, I have to go to the bathroom right now, Kate's probably still listening. Happens on occasion. She'll be, she just laughed. She'll be like, immediately I have to go to the bathroom. Like, if I don't pee in the next minute, my bladder's gonna explode. I still, you know, we've been married for over 4 years, lived together for like 6. I don't know how it happens. I've never found myself in that situation. There's always, you know, a little inkling. The intellectual brain goes, hey, just so you know, get ready. You might have to pee in an hour or two. And you get a little tickle. And then that tickle gradually gets more and more intense until there's basically no option. You know, it becomes involuntary. Or somebody tells a really funny joke at your friend Brent's sleepover. In sixth grade. I have peed because of laughing sometimes. What? It never happened to me when I was, after being an adult, but it happened to me when I was a kid sometimes. I thought it went in the other direction. I thought it was like, as you get older, you're more likely to pee your pants laughing. Sometimes it did happen to me as a kid, though. I'll admit. What can I say? I had some very funny friends. But now it's like, I can't even fathom finding myself in a situation where I feel like I'm gonna pee my pants. Even when I fly, it never happens. You know, you pee in the airport before you board. Oh, you don't have time? You got nothing but time. You gotta be there a few hours early. You know, go once during the flight, and then you got enough to go while you're waiting for your bags to show up in the baggage claim area. It's the easiest thing in the world. The only time it happens, and again, Kay would vouch for it, is if we're driving a long distance early-ish in the morning. Because then, it's like I gotta take a coffee with me on the drive. Because I'm at the point where it would probably be unsafe for me to drive uncaffeinated. I would at least be angry. Plus, it's like, you know, red eye. It's like a superpower. That's what red eye was, right? Yeah. Hey, look at that. We actually used it to good effect for once. I don't really want to use my charge here, even though it's appropriate. But then, you know, coffee's a diuretic, at least to some extent. So you find yourself, you know, getting a little tickle as you go across the American border, and you're like, I don't want to stop. I think it's only an hour and a half till we get to Seattle, so we should be good. But then, you know, you hit that Seattle traffic, and you're like, where's the bathroom? One of those situations where, like, when you get out of the car, you can't stand up straight, even though that makes no sense. I'm just gonna roll with no stats upgrade for now.
Dude, I have a...
Oh my god.
I have a problem. You make fun of me saying you're superior because you pee often?
Yeah.
Maybe because you peed in a bottle before in a car, and then you pointed it wrong and poured the urine all over you.
I was like 3 years old. I'll tell that story. I got no problem telling that story. Because that story reflects worse on my parents and grandparents than it does on me. As a 3-year-old, I had to go to the bathroom during a car trip. My dad handed me like a soda bottle and was like, just pee in this while we're driving. So this is, by the way, how you know I've always been like this. Like, my brain has always been broken in this unique manner. I was like, how am I supposed to pee in this? I'm sitting down. Like, the kinematics of it didn't make sense to me. So I tilted the bottle up a little bit and then aimed the nozzle at the opening in the bottle. But unfortunately, because gravity exists, the fluid exited the nozzle. Some of it went into the bottle. and then it immediately dribbled out of the bottle and onto the floor of the 1992 Dodge Shadow. That's the end of that story. And they were like, why did you do that? And I was like, I didn't understand the kinematics of the situation.
Yeah, I never peed in a bottle.
You know, you're lucky. You were never expected to pee in a bottle because you were a girl. As a boy, sometimes they'd be like, we're not going to stop for him. Just piss in a soda bottle with your whole family around you. No privacy whatsoever. It's not a luxury. It's a curse. I never wanted to pee in the bottle. No, pee in the jarro. Anyway, like, I can tell you exactly where it was. It was at the intersection of Princess Street and Sydenham Road in Kingston, Ontario. You'll notice there's a Tim Hortons right at the corner of that road. Do you think perhaps the Tim Hortons might have a bathroom inside of it? Yeah, I think it probably does. They didn't want to stop because they were making good time. Well, turns out a good time was had by all. I'm really surprised how well this run has come up. It's really, like, very rarely does a run end up being this influenced by its trinkets, of all things. This run has been saved by our trinket revolution. And also static tears being insanely great. What? I thought I had a detached retina when I entered that room. Just a weird looking tear. Instead of a weird looking tear. That's a joke that's like clever but not funny. I'm okay with that. You know what I would love to see now? Eyeball tears. To have our tears stick around and just like leave electricity seems like an 11 out of 10. Lest you think this run got too easy, by the way, I want you to remember what things were like on the first floor. Now, we did do some of that first floor stuff to ourselves by being overly aggressive on the Demon Judgment. We also had 19 rate of fire, you know, and no good reason. No Polyphemus to justify it. So, like, I will remain indignant about that decision forever. I think this is a win that we've deserved. We haven't won it yet, but you get the idea. These are really bad, for the most part. We have 2.62 luck, so it's not really my intention to do every room. But I do... That hurts. Basically, you won't be able to hear me because you're just going to hear electricity, but I do want to do like a lot of rooms here if possible. And hopefully pick up some items. Now, I'm not going to get too far on the Mega Satan fight by only shooting to the left. Not going to get too many kills that way, but for now it works. A penny, huh? Ah, a penny, huh? I see. It'll work. It'll work. Took a second, but what did I tell you? I just ran into him. I don't mean to be precious. A novel by Sapphire. It took me so long to remember the subtitle. I'm so sorry. But, you know, lead actress, Gabourey Sidibe from Tower Heist. Fair enough. We're going to take this. We're going to go fight Mega Satan. Can we just charge it up like this? Yes. Yes, we can. So I'm just going to try to shoot straight ahead. Feel like, doubtlessly, we will be forced to take some damage as a result of our folly, and that's okay. Because to have a 2 rate of fire is worth it. And I think that has turned out to be correct. Fear Shot, I have to say, very rarely does it do anything. It's doing work right now. By sending these enemies away from me as soon as they spawn, oh, except that time, protects us, allows us to keep firing in the same direction without getting hit. We're definitely going to win. Epiphora ended up being a pretty good pickup towards the end here as well. In case you haven't noticed that I've built my entire strategy around it for like the last 3 minutes. Hey, good run. Scary, but good. Plus, we got the poop anecdote. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps it a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. So